This is WFYI News Now. It's Wednesday, November 26th, and I'm Sarah Neal Estes. Here are today's top stories around central Indiana. Indiana House Republicans will return to the State House next week, early for the 2026 regular session. Jill Sheridan reports the move comes after some lawmakers initially rejected Governor Mike Braun's push to redraw the state's legislative maps to favor Republicans.
President Donald Trump had for months pressured lawmakers to eliminate Indiana's 2 congressional seats held by Democrats. Lawmakers initially rejected those calls, but have reversed course following a week where many senators experienced anonymous threats. Senate President Pro Tem Roderick Bray said in a media release that the Senate will reconvene December 8th to make a decision on any redistricting proposal sent from the House. No proposed maps have been presented as of Tuesday afternoon. Both chamber leaders said since the regular session will start early, they plan to adjourn in late February. I'm Jill Sheridan.
One of the 2 U.S. House of Representatives seats in Indiana held by a Democrat is in District 1 in northwest Indiana. Flipping it is a big goal of the mid-cycle redistricting push. Reporter Michael Gallenberger spoke with a Republican who ran for the seat and the Democrat that currently holds it.
Lake County Republican Party Chair Randy Niemeyer ran for the seat in 2024 but lost.
It's difficult. I received more votes than any Republican candidate in the history of this district, but it wasn't enough.
He sees mid-decade redistricting as a way to counter other states that he feels have gained representation unfairly. Meanwhile, incumbent Democrat Frank Mervan believes a big reason for the push is failed policies from Republicans. He thinks his efforts to work across party lines on the CHIPS and Science Act and upgrades to I-8094 appeal to independents and moderate Republicans.
Ultimately, if you have an all-red state and an all-blue state, you are going to accelerate extremism. And the fact of the matter is they are not going to be one party in the majority infinitely.
He pointed to the thousands of residents who voted for President Donald Trump and Governor Mike Braun, but also voted for him. I'm Michael Gallenberger.
A man is dead after an attempted arrest resulted in an officer-involved shooting Tuesday afternoon in Franklin. The Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department said they were looking for a man wanted for domestic battery who was also a person of interest in a recent homicide in Indianapolis. While trying to take the man into custody, multiple officers fired their weapons. The man was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced deceased. No officers were harmed in the incident. The Indianapolis State Police are taking over the investigation. This is IMPD's 8th officer-involved shooting this year. Ahead of the state legislative session, some lawmakers are naming their priorities. Reporter Tamoria Cunningham spoke with Chris Campbell, representative for West Lafayette, who pointed to the state's cuts to its child care assistance programs over the past year.
Representative Chris Campbell says she wants to help parents who are facing higher child care costs. One way is through a bill that she says would encourage employers to create a child care fund for their workers. Campbell says employers and other contributors could donate to the fund, and the money would help alleviate financial stress associated with child care costs.
I think it'd be an enormous help to families. I mean, we're seeing the child care centers close across the state and in my own community.
Campbell says this bill could also help more child care facilities stay open. She plans to author the bill in the upcoming session. I'm Tamoria Cunningham.
The Hamilton County Health Department is trying to help residents better understand how to apply for health insurance. Farrah Anderson reports that effort comes as lawmakers debate how to address rising premiums for people who buy insurance through the Affordable Care Act.
The health department's new certified health insurance navigator will help residents figure out how to get health insurance and what coverage is available on the marketplace. The services offered include confidential one-on-one assistance with Medicaid programs, such as HIP, CareSource, Anthem, and other plans available under the Affordable Care Act. Help is also provided for parents, children, WIC participants, and residents who are uninsured. Appointments take place privately at the Hamilton County Health Department. I'm Farrah Anderson.
Indiana drivers should expect a packed week on the roads as Thanksgiving travel ramps up across the state. AAA says nearly 1.9 million people will drive at least 50 miles from home in Indiana, marking another year of steady growth in holiday traffic. Christina Griffith with AAA says the holiday remains the busiest travel week of the year.
So it's about 82 million Americans that we're expecting from that period of Tuesday to Monday around Thanksgiving, and about 1.9 million of those are Hoosiers.
Officials remind travelers road congestion may spike when air travelers switch to driving following delays or cancellations. AAA urges drivers to slow down near construction zones, watch for disabled vehicles, and pack emergency kits. As the Indianapolis International Airport looks toward Thanksgiving, officials anticipate the heaviest travel days being the last 2 days of November and the first day of December. Airport officials expect nearly 55,000 travelers over that 3-day span. That's all for today's episode of WFYI News Now. Our podcast is produced by Zach Bundy with support from the news team at WFYI and public media journalists across the state. Kendall Antron produced our music. If you liked today's episode, remember to subscribe and share, and follow WFYI on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube to get the latest updates from our newsroom. Thanks for listening. We'll be back Monday, December 1st. Happy Thanksgiving.